We're going to start off with Joy to the World. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you joining us for the second set that weren't here, at the beginning, this is Victoria Tuba Christmas number 46, our 46th annual Tuba Christmas, and it's the 51st International Tuba Christmas. It started in 1978, we are sign, and she's looking for donations. And if you'd like to hear the jingle of our tuba, you can throw our donations in our donation tuba there too. And all those funds go to the Times Colonist Christmas Fund. We're going to continue on with a Christmas song, and it is called The Christmas Song, which I think is, that's a little bit egotistical in my opinion, but it is a beautiful tune. But this arrangement was done by a local composer and arranger, Tobin Stokes, specifically for the group behind us here, which is fantastic. And I think this is a good opportunity for me to mention that Tuba Christmas will not be Tuba Christmas next year. I know, gasp. But we will still have Tuba Christmas in a different form. It has been run year after year after year, and it's centered in Indiana. And we have the players behind me here pay a registration fee to play, and then I send money to the States, and they're supposed to send me stuff so that I can give it to them, and it doesn't show up, and blah, blah, blah. So we are going to split off and make it something that is more Victoria-based and less Indiana-based. So we will still be here. We will still be doing this for you, but next year it might be called Holiday Tubas or something like that. And this will be one of the tunes for sure, because otherwise I have to do arranging all summer for next year. So this is Tobin Stokes' version of The Christmas Song. So we're going to continue on with another Victoria-specific tune. This arrangement was commissioned by Dennis Latham after the passing of Jean Dowling, and then since then Dennis has also is no longer with us. So this version goes out to all of our Tuba Christmas people up in heaven. It's not really a Christmas tune, but it was one of Jean's favorite hymns, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tune. This is Abide With Me. So this next tune is probably one of the least popular Christmas tunes that we play each year. And in fact, I think this melody itself is fairly unknown to a lot of people. But I like it. It's a lovely little tune. And I can't take it off the program because of the gentleman that we just played that for, Jean Dowling. His favorite way to introduce this next tune was to announce it incorrectly by saying, "While shepherds washed their socks by night." Which I think the Bob Rivers guy should do a version of that. For those of you who missed that in the first half, there was a Twisted Christmas that you could change the words to things. But this is "While shepherds watched their flocks by night." It's very hard for me to say that after saying socks the whole time. it's worth a joke all on its own. It's so short. It's lovely. Does anybody recognize that version of it? Yeah? Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. We'll keep playing it for people like you. I think it might be time to look at our favorite tubas. Are you guys ready to vote on your favorite decorated tubas? Okay, so for those of you who have decorated tubas that are think you're in the running, come on up here.
That's a tough ask, huh? Wow.
Holy cow, I wish I got twice as many gift cards.
That's beautiful.
Okay, yeah, space it all at the front here. So those of you who joined us in the second half, the idea here is that I don't want to have to choose. So I need you to all really cheer really loudly, but only for the one you want to win. Because if you cheer for all of them, that's lovely and everything, but then that makes my job hard. So we're going to start from the left to right here, and you're just going to give me a round of applause for this, what are we going to call this, cedar tuba. Yeah, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. I'm watching you now. Those of you clap for that one. Don't do the next one, no. And the chimney tuba. That's pretty good. And we've got the candy cane euphonium. And and we got, I don't even know what to call yours. So you got the mishmash euphonium with jingles. It's lovely. I love the glasses. And oh, look at this. We got a Santa on the front of this one. We got some. We'll call this one Tinsel Santa. I think you have some fans in the audience. He's got a little heart candy cane here even. That's fantastic. Well then, now that, if I call that one tinsel, what do I call this one? More extra tinsel tuba. And I already used candy cane. Oh no. We're going to call this one Candy Cane Explosion. That's pretty good. And poinsettia. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to give you a gift card. So I want to thank Long and McQuaid donated us $25 gift cards, which is fantastic. So let's see. So we had, I think this was a big screaming. This was a big screaming. Let's have you cedar and chimney and the three tinsel. You guys come forward more even. Sorry, baritone players. Okay, let's hear it for the cedar one again. Okay. And chimney. Okay. Ooh, that was close. I think chimney took it on that one. Maybe we got tinsel Santa. And we got tinsel. What? Tinsel more than tinsel? Okay, you can sit down. And we got candy cane explosion. Okay, are you guys cool if the youngins here win it? Yeah, all right. All right, we're going to continue on with Angels We Have Heard on High. Excellent. Those youngins that won those $25 gift cards from Long and McQuaid, maybe speak to your teachers or speak to another tuba player that's beside you and see if you can get something cool with your $25. Maybe some really nice valve oil or something. Something that smells and tastes a little better than the cheap stuff. All right, we're going to continue on again with a minor carol. So minor is usually associated with sad. Oh, thank you. Okay, we'll just throw it in the tuba. There we go. Otherwise, it looks like you're giving it to me. So yeah, this is a minor Christmas carol, and minor Christmas carols are my favorite, and I think this is my favorite minor Christmas carol. Anyway, you get what I mean. This is O Come, Emmanuel.
Oh, it's beautiful. I agree. It's beautiful. Sit on the corner.
What did you think of that last note? Yeah? I remember when I did the interview with the writer for the Times Colonist this past week. I don't think it made it into the article because why would it? But I told her that people should come because it's a good digestive aid. I thought it was funny. We had somebody come up to us at the break and said, you've talked about, there's all different types of tubas, and you've talked about how there's people who've been doing this for longer, and people, but what's the highest note and the lowest note? And we're not going to do that competition because we're not trumpet players. The funny thing is there's a lot of trumpet players that are playing in the group. No, the interesting thing about a brass instrument is there is no bottom note and top note, really. If the player is good enough, they can play kind of anywhere and everywhere. And really, you can play almost as high on a tuba or as high as on a euphonium. So it's just such a versatile instrument, and it sounds lovely. So we're not going to do any competition things because we're tuba players and we like each other. So this is this is the Lo How a Rose Air Blooming. Did it stop raining?
A little bit, yeah.
We did it, guys. We scared away the rain. How many of you were here last year? It was crappy. I got here a little bit earlier this year so I could push the chairs back a little bit more, because last year I was right here, or maybe a little bit further in, and it rained way more than this, and it was just dumping off of this onto me. And I ended up being sick for the next week after that. But it was worth it, let me tell you. So this year, I'm making sure that I'm inside the tent, enjoying all of these beautiful dulcet tones. We're going to play a really lovely lilting tune from France. This is Bring a Torch, Jeanette, Isabella. They don't want to hear me talk anymore. Number 24. Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum. This is Oh Christmas Tree. I imagine that if I asked around, this next carol would be on the list of a lot of people's favorites. But the hard thing about this tune is there's at least 3 different melodies to it, and we're only going to play one. So if it's not your favorite, don't take it personally. This is Away in a Manger. One of the things that is frustrating for me about this event is that my wife can't attend it because she works over there at Mountain Equipment. And she works until 3 o'clock, and we finish at 3 o'clock. So I told the group that got together this morning for rehearsal at 9 a.m. at UVic, I said, this is one of the only tunes where I'm going to tell you I want you to play a little louder because I want her to hear it in that building, that yellow building right there. Yeah? So don't get gross. But if we could send this out to my wife, that'd be fantastic. This is Hark the Herald. I think she heard it, or at least felt it. There was a disturbance in the force for sure. It's funny. I am primarily a trombone player. If you see me playing with Victoria Symphony or at Butchart Gardens last night or wherever around town, I primarily play the trombone. I do play a lot of euphonium as well and a little bit of tuba, but I am a trombone player by trade. And my wife comes to many, many, many of my concerts and supports me fantastically well. But every time we leave a concert where I'm playing trombone and there is a tuba also being played on the same show, we'll leave and say, that was a really great show. I love the tuba. It just makes me feel so fantastic. But I get it, I also love the tuba, and that's why I do this, and that's why you're here, because whether or not you know it, you all love the tuba, right? I feel like we need a tuba. No. We're going to continue on with Green Sleeves. It's a very beautiful tune, but as a Christmas carol, we all pretty much know it as What Child Is This? Or as a friend of mine likes to call it, Whose Kid Is This Anyway?
I mean, if it expires like in 15 minutes.
even though this isn't the most sensitive song in the book, we're going to use this song to send a message of peace out, because this is a Ukrainian Christmas carol, and it's an absolutely beautiful one that I'm sure you all know. You can really hear the bells ringing as you listen to this tune. This is the Carol of the Bells. This is another French carol, nice and bouncy. I think it's from the 16th or 17th century. It's a fairly old tune, and the title is Fum Fum Fum, which I guess in oh sorry, it's not. It's Catalonian. I guess in Catalonian, it's the word fum is smoke, but also can be used to indicate the sound of a drum or a guitar. Neither of which we will have, but you will still hear that rhythmic do 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 do. Dum, dum, fum, fum, fum. This is a great educational moment, especially for our youngest performers in the group. That didn't end exactly how it was supposed to. You may have noticed. But in my teachings, I tell a lot of my students that I have played. I consider myself a very good trombone player, a good musician. I've played probably 3,000 shows, and I, to date, have played 3 perfect shows. And I think in those shows I played like, 12 notes or something like that. But that's still, it's hard to play perfect on a brass instrument, and it's okay to miss. Because to me, listening to a computer play music perfectly has nothing on what I've got going on behind me here. So. It ain't perfect, but it is pretty.
This way, please. So,
News for you. We're getting near the end of the program.
What?
I know. 65 days till next year. We're going to continue on though with a really upbeat tune. This is one of those ones that's a very unique arrangement in our book. And I heard some bells jingling out there already, so if you've got jingling bells, or if you've got keys that make lots of noise, or hips that jingle, or whatever, this is Jingle Bells. And then in the middle though, we've got a little special treat for you, so don't try and jingle during that part. Awesome. Before we play our last tune for you, I do want to say thank you to all of you for coming today. I want to thank you very much for donating to our tuba, which is going to the Times Colonist Christmas Fund, and to our volunteers that have been going around and collecting stuff. I also want to make sure I thank Long and McQuaid for their generous gift certificates. I want to thank Anthem and Market Square for hosting us and putting this tent up for us and renting the chairs and the whole thing. I want to thank particularly all the people that are behind me here. I mean, just think about all the gig money they gave up by coming here and playing for you guys. We're going to leave you today with our wish to you, which is we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Aw.